Hi, beautiful Aquarius. This is Mary Ellen. I'm welcoming you back to Moonrise Cottage for your July 2017 Soul Tarot reading. It's hard to believe that it's July already, isn't it? I can't myself even believe it. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm so excited to talk to you. So much has been happening. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Mary Ellen. I'm a clairvoyant individual with a lot of those types of gifts. And through a commitment of my own, on my journey with Spirit, I was led to speak for Spirit, to channel some messages through the cards. And so I've been here on YouTube since January. If there are any of you out there who would like a private consultation, a personal tarot card reading, or some channeled messages, let me know. My email is in the description section below the video. And I'm going to try to put some information about the readings in the About tab on my channel page. So check out there as well. YouTube doesn't really give me a great way, and I'm trying to forestall a website because at this point it feels a little overwhelming in terms of things to manage because I'm not a techie type person. So let's jump in. Aquarius, last month, actually, you know, all along 2017, we're all going through a massive shift and change. You as well. And last month, in the center of your reading, giving it energy, giving it light from Spirit, direction, if you will, the theme that Spirit wants to talk about was a card that indicated a certain type of ascension. By virtue of having been reincarnated, reborn, reformed, through joining together with Spirit, you know, male and female energy joining together with Spirit, as a result of the eclipse of fire that happened in February. So again, if you're new or if you haven't taken the time, go and check out the eclipse videos that are on a playlist on my homepage. Okay? So, last month, very interesting. Right in the center, ascension and change and reincarnation. Actually, here on the human level, I'm trying to remember. You know, and the outcome was you were going on a soul journey. So I'd like to dive right in. I always have to resist the temptation to review last month. I think I'm going to leave that up to you because these readings do build upon each other. They are standalone, but there is a story that is unfolding. So again, if you're new, please check out the previous month's readings. All right, so this is the spiritual energy guiding your reading. Oh, look. Okay, that's phenomenal. Look at that. The sacred shaman. You know what? It just started a thunderstorming here. It got very dark. I'm going to see if I can turn on a light. I'll be right back with you. I'm going to pause the video. Okay, that's better. Thanks for your patience. All right, so look at that. Okay? That is the elopement of battle. It's very interesting. You know, a lot of the other signs have had similar things evolving, and your road, Aquarius, has been very unique. So this is you. This is your energy in the center of the reading, having been given renewal through the story of last month, going on a soul journey. And in the center of your reading this month, the purpose of your journey, look at that, is a visitation, if you will, with the sacred shaman out across the divide in order to be released from something that binds you. So, did you see there's a human person slumbering? And if you remember the soul card, also there's a person slumbering. And the soul walks away with its back to the physical world to go on a journey, to seek out its destiny. And here, having taken that step, in the center of your reading, you are being met, you are being guided, captivated is the word that's coming through, by the sacred shaman who puts a rope with her bird, a sacred rope, around your life in order to awaken you into the light. So it's interesting that last month the spiritual energy was the ring of fire and a form of ascension. And now we see more golden light and the indication that you are going through a sacred shamanistic process in order to be released into the next part of your journey. This card can at times indicate release from addiction or something that binds you that you would like to be free from. So, addiction I'm going to speak about in the widest terms. It can be addiction to a substance, addiction to a relationship, addiction to a way of being, addiction to the internet, which is a real thing now. So, let's find out what that's all about, because there's more, whenever we see this, I know there's more renewal coming. So, more shift and change, more evolution of your process. All right? Let's see what's here in the human realm. Look, that's the same card that was there last month. So, this continues to be a journey in which you shift and change, shapeshift in apparently many ways, many different facets of your being, crossing back and forth. This is, wait, now the light is in the wrong place. I'm sorry. This is the revelation of knowledge. So more is being revealed to you through now a shamanistic journey, and you come back to yourself in a new form. That's what this journey continues to be about. Spirit says, go and look up elk. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do it. I just came home to my little spirit portal, and the day that I came here to move back in, I drove up the long, twisty driveway up a hill through the woods, and when I came into the clearing where the house sits, there was a giant, beautiful black bear sitting in the meadow. And so I thought, I'm going to add a little bit of animal medicine card wisdom to the readings in honor of that visitation, which was very profound for me. It was a very beautiful event. So let's look up elk and see what the medicine cards have to say about that, okay? Just briefly, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but let's just get a flavor of that to add to your reading. Okay? I'll show you the picture. Look at that. Beautiful, huh? Okay. Elk is about stamina. That makes sense. In the manner in which this journey continues, Spirit's not done with you yet. You're continuing a process that started a couple months ago, and it is deepening because of this ascension story that happened last month. So, no wonder you need some stamina. Elk wandered through the forest looking for a partner. The mating season was in full swing, and the bucks that usually traveled with the other males had dispersed to find mates. As Elk bellowed his mating call through the forest, his bugling alerted Mountain Lion that a feast was in the making. Mountain Lion circled Elk, getting closer to his prey moment by moment. Elk sensed the impending danger when the forest suddenly grew silent. He broke for the high country when he spotted his pursuer, but Mountain Lion was far behind. As Elk made a running leap for the timberline, Mountain Lion gained on him. But Elk continued to run onward, displaying tremendous stamina, and finally Mountain Lion gave up. Having spent his energy in spurts as he tried to jump over boulders to reach Elk, Elk paced himself, making headway as he climbed skyward toward the high country. Elk had no other defense except his ability to go the distance, setting a pace that allowed him to utilize his stamina and his energy to the fullest. Elk medicine teaches that pacing yourself will increase your stamina. Elk medicine people may not be the first ones to arrive at a goal, but they always arrive without getting burned out. That's interesting, given the things that we're coming through about the nature of your journey. So yes, it is continuing on. There is something continuing in your personal process. And obviously it's different for everyone. Pace yourself. This is about shape-shifting back and forth across the ages, and clearly that did take stamina. And this is also about wisdom and being very ethical, forthright, very strong in your set point. So let's see what's here. Of course. So that is the King of Art. No doubt. Do you see the raven? Okay. With vision, able to see across the veil. The King of Art is standing right underneath the elopement of battle, here to support this effort, watching you, standing with you as you shapeshift and continue through this type of release that is happening for you on a spiritual basis. As you become renewed, you are being released and going through more shapeshifting. And you are developing sacred vision. Let me show you the card. Okay? The King of Art is definitely a spiritual warrior, a sacred warrior, very activated at the heart chakra, but also a sacred higher vision at the third eye center, able to travel as Raven would travel in the mystical realm. Okay, so another being that is able to pass back and forth, here to accompany you and give you safe passage on your journey as your heart chakra develops. See? The King. Very interesting. As this knowledge is revealed to you, this is how you are accompanied. And look at that. Okay. No surprise. That is another major arcana card. It is the Protector of Lore. This in the traditional tarot is the Sun card. And we see this being. Do you see, I guess what I'm asking you is, look at this as a journey. You have come across, you have ascended to this place in order to have a sacred renewal with the triple goddess and the bowl of the sacred bowl, if you will, cauldron, the sacred cauldron of abundance. Having ascended and now meeting in that place, being met in this way, that is, seriously, that's profound. Because, remember the ascension story last month was about you turn into a swan and you fly away? This is where you landed, right in the center of a journey with a shaman who was there to meet you and shepherd you across and continue your journey with sacred vision. And on the last, station in this month's walk, on the second major arcana card, sitting underneath now the renewer. This is the Protector of Lore. In traditional tarot, it is the Sun card. It is about coming into abundance and simple joy and goals being achieved. Also, for you in this month, let's see if I can help you see that, okay? The Protector of Lore stands in the light, the full light of the sun, and all of the abundance that comes with that, while standing upon the sacred ground of the ancients. As the wheel of life, the spiral of life, continues to turn and unfold for you, this is the new place that you are standing. This is a rapid journey. I know I sound a little contradicting because I'm talking about it's taking time. You're going through this ongoing journey, but the way you're going through it is fairly rapid in each place. So the journey itself, over time, continues. And your ability to stand in your place, to have stamina, to journey back and forth, while here on the human realm, is very profound. And look, a new courtship. That is the courtship of skill. So again, we see another image about sacred male and female energy joining in order to create transformation. The Spirit's telling me this is Spirit, right? Here to help you transform. And this is you. It's a fertile moment. The courtship of skill. What happens when you align yourself with Spirit? And again, there's the sun, just in case you didn't believe it the first time. Shining upon the situation. Standing on the shore of this new beginning. A new courtship that is going to help you unlock these hidden gifts. Do you see the vessels at their backs? It's dark. We can't see what's in them. And when they join together and they begin this journey in the full light of the sun with an enormous amount of strength, and Spirit's telling me, while I'm saying these things, wanting me to pick up the other cards and show them. So I'm going to resist that. I'm sorry, Spirit. When I put the card down, just look, right? You'll see indications of all the things I'm talking about. Spirit wants to be really clear. This is about your relationship with your spiritual self. A new courtship, a new way of going forward together. And you see how those two are, they're happy to be joined, but they look a little furtive. They're not entirely sure, but they've made a commitment and they're going forward. Under the light of the sun, the thing they're sure about is a positive outcome on this quest. But what happens along the way is still a mystery to them because it's the very beginning of their courtship. They don't know what the outcome will be. But they're willing to take the journey, having ascended from the place that they were last month and going through the shamanistic process this month of renewal and release. So I'll be eager to hear from you folks how this resonates with your life. There's something going on. Let's see what's up here. Look. The Counselor. That's another major arcana card. Okay? This is the Hermit. It's about the first card, okay, on the spiritual walk. Take some time. You are going across. You need to just sit and meditate, be alone. You know, in the ancient days, it was a very unusual thing for someone to go into the wild and live by themselves. In today's world, it's a very unusual thing for someone to go deep inside themselves, seeking spiritual knowledge. And so Spirit is acknowledging that this is what you are doing. This is how your journey may feel to you. If you feel alone and you're uncomfortable with it, if you're not used to spending time with yourself, you know, get some assistance, get some help. This is the person that people used to go to for wisdom. A seer, a counselor, in a sense, okay? Because unaffected by the physical world, this person lived in the natural world and took their wisdom from nature, from Spirit. What I'm getting is that's not the right word, disentangled from all the distractions of the human world and the ways we need to behave and the things we need to do in order to just get through our day-to-day life. Okay? That's very interesting. Let's see what's here. Look. Okay? That is the Sacred Mother. This is the shaper of growth. So, obviously, quite obviously, as I've been saying, things are continuing. The Sacred Mother, the shaper of growth, comes to meet souls and help shepherd them across. No, actually, I'm being corrected. I said it wrong. When you do come across, this is who shepherds you and meets you and makes sure that you have the gifts and the abundance that you need in this new place in order to make sure that you can walk forward on your mission and be successful in this realm. So the Sacred Mother, after all of this transforming, all of this continued journey, all the stamina it took, you are being counseled to take some rest, to be with yourself in those sacred, secret, quiet places, And while you are there, this is who will meet you. Okay? That is the shaper of truth, bringing abundance and helping shepherd your new form forward into this world. As you become, you know what? That's the message. So, do you see this? Do you see this line? It's about looking outward into the sacred realm in order to journey back and be met in this way. Having taken the time on this journey, do you see? All the ways, the stamina, the joining, the quiet moments when you join with Spirit. It does bring a hush, doesn't it? Anyone who's ever had that experience knows things get very quiet. Very quiet, very rapidly, actually. All right, let's see what's here. Okay. That is the foundation of skill. Clearly, a craftsperson, very secure in their skill set. The tools they need are there. And what this person is doing literally is forging a new foundation, a new set of tools, a new life, creating with their passion and their skill set intact, creating this new life with which to go forward, because the new foundation has been forged in the fire of crossing. Do you remember the ring of fire in that ascension story? That's what Spirit's saying to you right now. I'm sorry, the darn light. Next month I'll fix it. I'll try to figure out how to fix this. So, okay, see the sun? Do you remember? If you haven't seen last month's video, go look. There was an ascension story right in the middle. Okay? And here you are. And now, in this place, again an indication of fire. There we go. Forging through the fire of this shift and change with your passion. Forging a new life. Creating what it is you feel inspired to bring forward with you. You are literally able to create it. So, take some time. Look at things online or books or whatever you can find about manifesting. And again, if you want help with that, let me know. I have some particular things to say about that. You have the ability to draw to you what you need and to create with the gifts you already possess, because you have this foundation of skill now. That's a beautiful thing. All right, let's see what the outcome is. Look at that. Another major arcana card, the Dreamer, rooted very securely deep across the divide. You see the spiral of life just in all these places. Look at that, the double-headed Dreamer, able to see in both directions. This is the star card in the traditional tarot, okay? Here in Soul Tarot, it indicates the ability to have psychic vision, very strong intuition, perhaps astral travel, the ability to connect with your soul and be able to look in both directions across the veil, across the divide, Spirit is saying. You may have heightened dreams. You may have intuition. Sorry, I'm getting a download. Spirit's telling me there is a type of vision, and that's why the King of Art is indicating. Okay? So, you see this? There's a type of vision that's coming to you through your journey as you continue your development. That's what I'm getting from Spirit. This is standing on the human line. This is right next to the Renewer. So 2 major arcana cards. One lying over the top, and one is your outcome. Spirit would like you to be very clear about how these are reflected in both those places. So that's a pretty amazing outcome to the story, having, being released. There's something about this, having ascended through this beautiful story of transformation last month, through a smoke hole, going through the vent for the fire, and look at that, standing before the chimney. Okay, so here we land. That story was about renewal. It was about changing form. All right, so Spirit's reminding you, yes, absolutely. And this is the form you take. This is the outcome this month. The sacred dreamer. So, Aquarius, whatever your dreams are, those things you are trying to achieve in your life, you can most certainly, with confidence, put your energy there this month. Erase all doubt from your mind. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. And focus on that which you are trying to manifest, that which you would like to achieve in terms of your set point as a spirit being walking in a human body through this lifetime. That is the purpose of this. Again, as we move toward the eclipses that are coming in one more month, you are becoming ready for that journey that is going to come to us. So we have a little bit of time. I'm going to pick from the bag of runes for you as well. Spirit, what are any little piece of information that can add to the reading that already came out for Aquarius to help them on their way in this place of rededication and another release? It strikes me that this is 2 months in a row you've had a form of release and renewal and shape-shifting and change. And it's very astounding. It's the first time in any of the readings that I've seen that happen in that way. If you're willing to share on the thread, I'm curious to know what's going on for you folks. Similar things, I'm Virgo, similar thing happening for me, and I did just sort of shapeshift my entire life in a way that was very profoundly happy for me. And given that the Sun card is here, I would think that is also the indication and the dreamer. All right? So Spirit, any other pieces of information or pieces of this message that will help Aquarius for July 2017 as they traverse all the astrological changes going on, Jupiter going forward in direct motion, preparing us for the eclipse season, and more change and more vision. Please give us one more message for Aquarius. Okay. Spirit's telling me it's over in this corner somewhere. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let's look. Look at that. I'm not holding it right. Look. That is beautiful. That's the room for opening. Let me just flip through the book. I'm going to put it right there. Oh, you know what? Actually, it goes this way. Sorry about that. Okay. Look, I want to show you the page. Do you see what that says? Opening fire, the torch, lighting the way. That's what all the ascension of fire and the ring of fire and all of these notations of the sun, that's what this is all about. That's pretty interesting. Okay. This is the rune of opening and renewed clarity and dispelling of the darkness that has been shrouding some part of your life. You are now free. Pardon me, I misread that. Let me start over. You are freed now, both to receive gifts and to know the joy of non-attached giving. Aquarius, you're blowing my mind. Literally, a shiver just went over me. Holy moly. You're bringing through some energy. Okay, this is the rune Kano. It is the rune for the morning of activities. Holy Moses. Look. This is the rune for seriousness, clear intent, and concentration. You see? All of which are essential at the beginning of any endeavor. This is one of the 13 cycle runes. The protection offered by Kano is this. The more light you have, do you see this? The more light you have, the better you can see what is trivial and outmoded in your own conditioning. That is why Spirit is asking you, go to this quiet place and just be there in order to see your human existence, having been through this deep sacred journey. In relationships, there can now be a mutual opening up, which you may trigger and set in motion through your awareness that the light of understanding is once again available to you both. This is about your relationship to yourself with Spirit, okay? If you find this relates to you about a relationship between you and any other human being, your partner, your lover, your son, your daughter, mother, father, it doesn't matter, that's fantastic. And those conditions may be arising now because of this journey, but ultimately Spirit always urges me to tell you this is about your spiritual journey. Don't look into these cards and think it means that your soulmate is coming or your twin flame. That's not what this is about, okay? Those things may be evolving, and if they are, fabulous, enjoy it. But please keep your focus on your own spirit journey, okay? So recognize that while on the one hand you are limited and dependent, on the other you exist at the perfect center where the harmonious and beneficent forces of the universe merge and radiate. And Spirit says to do this. Do you see? And here you are. This is about you and the world. This is about you and the universe. Beautiful. Having been released. Okay? Understand that you, in this new form, you are the center. Simply put, if you have been operating in the dark, there is now enough light to see that the patient on the operating table is you. And I will leave you with that notion. I'd love to hear from you. As always, I'm sending my love and a giant hug. I'm wishing you well. Have a wonderful, wonderful July. I will be extremely excited to speak with you in August and to hear all your news. Anything you want to share on the thread for the benefit of all the rest of us traveling together, I would love to see that. And thank you so much for those who do take the time. Have a lovely month. Thank you, Aquarius.